And then, like I said, I was just asking just to get an answer. And then she like Google translates to me like, you want me to suck it?
Okay, it's recording and I'm fading in.
Oh.
And what?
Throw me some. No.
What?
Don't pause
What?
it.
Huh?
Throw me socks.
With socks?
Yeah.
We're rolling.
Yeah, okay. Well, Ness Culture Clothing, man. They sponsor us. We got to respect that, bro.
Ness Culture Clothing. Great, comfortable socks. Lovely socks.
Yeah.
Look at a comfortable hoodie, too. It's nice. It's cold. I'm nice and warm in this hoodie.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome. We haven't been here for a bit, although episodes have been going, but we've been gone. We've been traveling the world, and we're back to do another episode. What's our Ness going to be today, Alex?
Hold on. You're the guy to do the stuff. So tell those bitches to subscribe.
Subscribe, you lovely people. Please subscribe. I'm Spenny, your lovely host, joined by my co-host, Alexander the Great. This is the What's Your Ness podcast, and we would love it if you would subscribe. It's free, and you can see more of our weird conversations and strange ponderances of life.
Yeah.
So what's our Ness? What are we doing?
Shit, we were talking about shit and doing stuff, and stuff was doing shit and talking about stuff, so I'm feeling a little caliente, bro? So, I don't know if you can do that in Spanish, and I only passed Spanish 1, so instead of caliente, let's do spiciness.
So, spiciness, that's a good one. Actually, the Spanish word for spicy is picante. Caliente is hot, like temperature hot. Picante is spicy.
Are you trying to make me look dumb in front of the people?
I'm trying to mansplain.
You're mansplaining?
I'm mansplaining hard.
You mansplaining to a man? That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. The men are the most fun people to mansplain to.
Oh, yeah. I concur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, spiciness.
Let's look at the def.
Okay, let's look at the def here. Let me get the spiciness from Cambridge. The quality of containing strong flavors from spices, or the degree to which something has this quality. I like the spiciness of Indian food. You can specify the preferred level of spiciness. And then, the quality of being exciting and interesting, especially because of being shocking or dealing with sexual matters. De Benedé brings a feisty, seductive spiciness to the role. So, look at that. Wow. Very spicy.
Yeah, I think that gives us a wide range of stuff to be able to talk about with the spiciness.
Yeah.
So, let's just start with food. Like, what's your favorite, like, spicy thing to eat?
I mean, it's hard to say. I like a lot of stuff. I like, burritos. I like pouring a little bit, like controlling your spice level, pouring a little bit of sauce with each bite on the burrito. Maybe you take a break and then you re-up the spice. I also like, I know some people don't like pineapples on pizza, but I like pineapples, bacon, and jalapenos on pizza. It's freaking delicious.
You like a jalapeno pizza?
I like jalapenos on pizza.
Oh, man. I don't know about that, buddy.
Oh, yeah. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
So dang. What about you? Favorite spicy dish?
I fucking hate spicy food, to be honest with you. But while I was in Mexico, I met a hooker/stripper, and she was from Tabasco.
Really?
That's really why I wanted us to do a spiciness episode, just to bring the stripper/hooker, because I met her and she was a stripper first. And then she became a hooker. So, stripper/hooker.
Okay.
From Tabasco.
From Tabasco?
Yes.
And was she spicy?
She was caliente.
She was picante.
No. She was caliente.
Okay.
She was caliente.
And picante.
From picante.
Yeah.
Basically.
So what were you doing down in Mexico?
A wedding. Yeah. I was out there. My cousin got married. Congratulations, Vanessa and Steven. Congratulations. Woo!
Hey, Vanessa and Steven. Never met you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Very picante place to have a wedding.
Yeah. It was super dope.
Does one of them live down there, or was it just like a destination wedding for
destination wedding? Yeah. They traveled a lot. They worked for the government. So my cousin, she used to work for the Secretary of State, and she would like fly in before he got there and like tell dignitaries what they have to do.
Wow.
Before he got there. And like she traveled all around the world doing that for a while.
Nice.
And then she like switched positions and stuff. But her husband, he does some other like he does something similar but not the same. So they both like have traveled a lot, and in turn they both have traveled together. So then it was like if you're fucking with us, like come travel with us,
Nice.
kind of thing is how they were trying to like.
And so,
put
of
it together.
all the places they wanted to do a wedding, they chose Mexico. And what part of Mexico were you in?
The wedding was in Tulum.
Nice.
Tulum, in the fucking jungle. Like we were in the middle of fucking like trees and bushes, and it was crazy. But you talking about me? I want to know you too, because you just came back from Mexico.
Oh, see, yeah.
Yeah. So where the fuck did you go?
Well,
Hold on. First,
Yeah.
why did you go?
Well, originally I just wanted to go for spiciness. I wanted to enjoy some good food, practice my Spanish with people, and I did those things. And it was a nice, lovely time. It was a party. I went to Puerto Vallarta again. I wasn't traveling with the same buddy that I was traveling with last time.
Yeah, when you almost got raped.
Yeah, so it was. Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Although a dude did come up and do a similar kind of maneuver at one of the bars, and it was the same kind of build, like just a very small, effeminate guy, like, why are you not on the dance floor? And like just. Well, I was like, oh, no, I'm tired. I don't feel like dancing. It's all right. He's like, come on, dance with me. I'm like, I'm not dancing with you, buddy. It's all right. You have a good night. He's like, here, watch my bag. And, like, puts his bag on my lap. And I was like, And then I set the bag on a chair. And then my friend came out, and she grabbed me, and he saw that, and he was just like, And
like, oh, you actually like women?
Yeah,
Ew.
yeah.
How dare you have proof that you like women here?
Yeah, it's good to traveling with the girlfriend made it a lot safer, But it's definitely it was fun. It was a lot of different food. Tried some new places that I didn't try last time. Went to some of the places that I went last time that I really liked. Had some fun nights out. The Day of the Dead parade was really epic.
Oh, so you went out there for the Day of the Dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, did a little.
So I don't know. So other people don't know because I know everything. So what is Day of the Dead? What is it? Why did you go out there for that? Tell me about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, last year I left the day before Halloween. So, and I was really like, oh, I wish I could stay for this, but I had to come back last year. So this year I booked it so I would be there for Halloween and Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead's November 2nd, so it's a couple days after Halloween. Mm-hmm. And in Puerto Vallarta, they just do they celebrate all of it. Like they're out there handing out hella candy, a bunch of kids, families, everyone's in costumes, and then
all 3 days or just the Halloween part of it?
Halloween, like the day before and the day of, and the day after. The people are still wearing all the skull stuff for Day of the Dead. And Day of the Dead's just like it's a way to celebrate people who have passed, and it's like helping their spirits have a peaceful transition through the afterlife is kind of the general belief.
Pixar made a movie about that.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of huge sculptures. There's this massive, like 5-story something tall skeleton that they build that's out there right on the Malacombe, right out there on the water.
Malacombe.
Yeah.
That's a new word. You know whatever word I learned when I was in Mexico?
What?
Cenote.
Well, what's cenote?
I kind of don't fucking know, but it's like a fucking cave lake.
Okay, nice.
It's like a cave lake, but it's cenote.
Did you go in there?
I went to one cenote, and it was basically just a hole, but I think the other cenotes were like more like cavernous.
Okay.
But like the one I went to was a hole that they dump bodies in.
Oh.
Yeah, so I went to see like a Mayan temple.
Uh-huh.
I went and seen the Mayan fucking like pyramid joint, right? That was tight, and it showed us this thing to where like it had this crazy like echo feature to where at the bottom they were clapping and it echoed back like a bird call. It was like crazy how it echoed back, and they made it that way for the acoustics, as if somebody would see something happening, they would be able to call and it reverberate or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So that was tight. But then we had a tour guide, and he was telling us about how all the things they were doing there. And one of the things they were doing is at one point they were like sacrificing people and then throwing them into this fucking cenote.
Wow.
Right? But the crazy thing about it is the fucking cenotes are like, it's like 10 of them and they're connected. And they said that at a certain point, people like in villages like 10 miles away were getting sick because they didn't know that people were throwing bodies in the cenote, and it was so long ago they didn't realize that these all waterways were all connected.
Wow.
So they're just throwing dead bodies into this water, and then like the poorer people or downstream are drinking the water, and eventually they started getting sick.
Oh,
and they was talking about how it was only the poor though. The poor would drink water from these cenotes, you know, and everything was cool before this one group of people started throwing people into this body of water.
Yeah.
But the higher ups, they actually drunk rainwater. They collected rainwater. They didn't drink the water from the rivers and shit like that. They collected rainwater. So the higher ups in the, you know, they didn't, the royalty, they didn't get sick from this shit. This was something that, you know, people who just, you know, the lower caste people had to deal with. And it was just crazy that was some of the history of what happened and how people downstream, you know, and they probably thought it was, you know, some type of, the gods were mad at them or something. But nah, it was just these motherfuckers dumping bodies in water, thinking, not realizing this shit is interconnected, and then not even knowing that it's connected downstream to other groups of people that you don't even really engage with.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
don't drink from the cenotes.
No. Because like I think it was a UK explorer or something. He came and found the shit, and he's like, he found baby skeletons and all types of skeletons.
Wow.
Yeah, and then dude was talking about how people would like sacrifice themselves because it brought them to the gods, but then the sacrifice, they would like hold you by your hands and your arms and then pierce you through your freaking chest. I mean, like through the side of your chest, and then rip the shit open and pull out your heart. And that's like the offering to the gods.
Wow.
But you're just,
you're done.
Yeah, it was like everything was kind of like how it started off. It was like, yes, and this is, and then they chained them, and then they threw their body in it, and they cut his head off, and then they sliced the necks. Everything started off real talk. Like even the sports, bro. You know the little game where the little round hoop, and they had the ball, and you had to try to hit. It's a little sideways circle hoop.
Okay.
I don't
know.
You never seen like El Dorado? It was kind of like Mexican basketball. But he was talking about, he's like, yeah, you know, and then people used to, you know, you had to play with your hips and shoulders, and then you had to try to get it through the hole, and then the losers, they would cut off their heads. The losing team got all their heads cut off.
Wow.
He said, but this is actually argued upon, that they think that some people believe that the winners got the honor to get their heads cut off.
What?
He said, well, but I believe that the losers actually got their heads cut off, because eventually you just have a bunch of losers playing the game, and then you would never have any good players if every time the good players won, you killed them.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make sense.
That's not logical, yeah.
But also it's like, it was like an honor to be sacrificed to the gods or something like that. So that's where some people's angle is, but then I feel like self-preservation has always been a human thing.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a little bit of sacrifice, but it's always self-preservation, you know, over anything. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's like let me get really good at this game so I can get killed.
Wow.
Like I don't know if that's ever been anybody's like thought process.
Well, yeah, I didn't learn too many crazy things like that on my trip. I just did a couple hikes, and you know,
oh, you pussy! You didn't kill anybody.
I didn't cut off anyone's head. I did go on a boat tour. It was like a super gringo-tastic boat. Yeah, it was just like so many like white fucks from like, you know, the Midwest, like, yeah, Viva Mexico, yeah, you know,
y'all got Coronas.
Yeah, literally. And you get on the boat and they're just like, they hand you a beer immediately at like, we're talking 8 a.m, and then they're like, okay, and then like, you know, the staff is like, okay, who wants a shot of tequila? And everyone's just like drinking these watered down tequila shots, and
of course
getting freaking turned. But the boat ride was to this little town called Yelapa, which is only accessible by boat or horseback. You can't drive to it. It's about an hour boat ride south of Puerto Vallarta, and you get there and then you do a little hike up above the town. There's this waterfall, and you can go like swim under the waterfall.
That's what I would have wanted to see, a waterfall. Waterfall would have been nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Really cold. I mean, it was so hot and humid down there, so it was.
Bro,
really
I
cool.
wanted to ask you about that, bro. I thought it was just maybe where I was, bro. It was so fucking humid.
Yeah.
Bro, it was like unbelievably humid.
Yeah.
Like somebody bumps into me and they're sticky, and I can't be mad humid. Like, because I know we're all wet and sticky.
Yeah.
Like it was like, I'm telling y'all, it was really that crazy. Like,
yeah.
I thought it was just maybe where I was at. I figured the weather might be better where you were, but
Yeah.
no, it was just humid there too.
Yep. Oh, super humid. The ocean water was fairly warm, but it was nice to cool off in the ocean. But it was really cold water under the waterfall. So
Really?
that was nice. Yeah.
It was like different temperature than the sitting water.
It-
I mean, what than flowing water in the ocean?
Much colder than the ocean water. Yeah. It was.
That's
Yeah, it was cold, and it was nice.
intriguing.
It was a nice, like, refreshing cold because it was so hot. So we went in there.
yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
And there's
humidity.
And there's a bar right up at the top too, where they, in this town, it's where they make. It's like one of the original places where they make raicilla, which is a type of mezcal unique to that.
mezcal.
Yeah.
Mezcal is very popular.
Yeah.
I had a couple of drinks that were mixed with mezcal.
Yeah, but this raicilla is like moonshine, so it's like even stronger, and they give you a shot of it, and it's just like oof, like I almost yacked. It was because I had a shot at the bar that was at the base of the hike, and then I've been drinking tequila on the boat all day, and I get up and we were getting some little shots for this little music video thing we're working on, so I was like filming that by the waterfall, and then the dudes come around and they're super pushy about everything. They're always like selling, like, hey, you want this? Come on, you want this? Come on, yeah, you want a shot? I'm like, I really don't want a shot, and my girl was like, oh yeah, like sure, I'll take one. And so I'm like, I pay for it, and she like takes a sip. She's like, oh, this is disgusting.
And
I was
then hands it to
I'm
you.
like, okay, all right, fine. So and then I just got the stomach like, oh god, I'm about to like the mouth watering. I was like, she's looking at me. She's like, yeah, all right. I'm like, let me just walk. I just need to walk away from these people for a second. I just stare at these trees. A couple minutes, and it kind of cooled off. Yeah, and I thankfully didn't yak in this little fishing town, but. And then it was funny. I was walking down back to the boat, and I think the staff there. I hadn't really been speaking much Spanish with the staff or anything. It's all like gringos on the boat and stuff. And so I'm walking by. I see a few of the staff members from the boat, and I'm like, "Hola, cómo están?" And they're like, "Bien, bien." I'm like, "Muy bien, muy bien." They're like, "Sí, muy bien, chinga tu madre," which means "fuck your mother." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, sí, chinga mi madre es muy importante." And then like a couple of the chicks who were standing on one of the buildings just started laughing their asses off because the dude was just like, "Ooh."
Oh, he knows.
He knows what I was saying. He's not one of those Midwest gringos. He's a California gringo.
He's a California gringo. He knows what a good taco tastes like.
Yeah. And then I saw that same dude back on the boat. He brought us some tequila. I was like, hey, chinga tu madre. He's like, hey, tequila.
Yeah, motherfucker. That's what's up. Did you said you went for a different time, so did you stay at somewhere different than you stayed last time?
I stayed not far from where I stayed. The place I had was much nicer. It was super private. It was it was in like this alleyway up some stairs behind a locked gate, and then it's down, and a lot of foliage, a lot of trees around, very tropical.
Do you remember what it was called?
The area I was in was called Centro.
No, the resort or hotel.
It was just an Airbnb.
Oh, you was in Airbnb?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fuck around and find out.
Yep. Well, I found out it was great. It was
it was a great experience.
It was a good
like
one.
I said,
yeah.
you had hot water and electricity.
Hot water, electricity, Wi-Fi. It was great.
Yeah, I had a friend. Well, somebody I met at the wedding. They said they flew in to Tulum for the wedding because we were staying in another city. But the wedding was in Tulum, so they got an Airbnb and just flew into Tulum, and they said when they got to their Airbnb in Tulum, which was fucking drop dead gorgeous, bro. It was like the way it was set up was fucking crazy. Like the dude showed me pictures. It was like when you walk up to it, it was like on like a body of water, like probably like a man-made body of water. But then it had like a walkway, straight back. It was like probably 6 or 8 houses, left and right. And then they had walkways to the houses. So it was like you're walking on the water to get to your spot.
That's
and
cool.
then you go into your spot and like the back of it was like ocean view and shit like
Wow.
that. It was fucking gorgeous. But
there's a catch.
There's a catch.
What is it?
They said they got there and the electricity didn't work.
Oh shit.
But like I said, I think it got reprieved and fixed quickly, but they got there and there was like no electricity in the fucking house.
Yeah. Usually there was a little bit of mold in the shower. We just told the people, and they had the cleaning staff come and take care of it. We didn't have any. The electricity was good. Hot water was good. And actually, Puerto Vallarta, we were looking this up. It has like it's had safe drinking water, tap water for like 15 years. It's been like every year it's been rated like safe. They say like don't drink the water in Mexico. We still drink bottled water, but so that was cool.
Yeah.
And it was right next to, it was in Centro, so it was in the middle of like right by tons of restaurants, clubs, Malecon. That's like the beach walk where there's just hella shops and restaurants.
Do
bars on the
you
beach.
ever like walk away from the touristy area and try to see if you can find something special?
Yeah, I mean we did a hike up to I forget what it's called. It's like the top of the world hike, which is, so we're like in where we are is like Old Town Puerto Vallarta, where we were staying. Centro Puerto Vallarta. Just want to get the name of this thing. Hill of the Cross viewpoint.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and so it was basically just Mirador de la Cruz.
Yeah, get some images or something.
Yeah. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, just go images. Oh, okay. Is that it?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Show the YouTube people.
Yeah.
Move the shit, man. This shit, I can't even see the goddamn right side of the goddamn motherfucking goddamn. Was that a goddamn laser beam? What the hell was that?
Yeah, so you go up there. There's like a little shop right near where this mural is, where you can buy like Gatorades and shit. It's a super steep. It's like tons of stairs, and it was really hot and humid. So
yeah, I'm not built for that.
it was quite a hike. But when we got to the top, it was really nice.
A nice view.
Beautiful view. Got some Gatorades and just like chilled. Took some pictures. As far as getting away from touristy stuff, not too much. I mean, Yelapa, it was like a touristy boat ride, but that's like a town that's very like cut off from, society. And we did, mainly just walking around the towns at night. There's a lot of locals there. It's not, it's far away from the resort area, but we would also take Uber up to the resort area to use the beaches there because it's a little less crowded. And you can just walk out to the beach, and you can rent like a umbrella.
There's a beach right by my resort.
Yeah,
the homies went there, and I think I took a nap and was doing something else, and then I finally checked my phone, and it was like, "Hey, bro, we're at the beach. Where are you at?" And it was like they sent me that at 2:30, and I saw it at like 5.
Yeah,
it was like, oh shit.
Yeah, and we got massages on the beach it was like $30 for an hour long massage, like a good massage. They were out.
Why didn't I find that, bro? I wanted to find a good hand job.
Yeah, so we got rubbed down, and then there was this restaurant that's like on the beach. It's up above all the resorts. They had. I was wondering what this thing was. They had this little like fenced off area, and I'd seen it last time I was down there. This time the guy was actually doing it. It's a hatchery for sea turtles, and this guy was just like pulling up a bunch of sea turtles out of the sand. He had a bucket full of just all these little sea turtles crawling over each other, and they release them. It's one of these like ecological,
or something?
Yeah. Oh. And they release them out to the ocean from that beach. So that was cool to see that.
Oh yeah, that's a dope little experience.
Yeah, but it was it was very, very light. It was I wanted to keep it kind of nice and touristy this time, and just relax and talk to people, have some food, go to bars. It was a lot of margaritas. They did at night the motorcycle parade, like unofficial. It's just hella bros on dirt bikes with like Halloween masks on, like flashing lights, and just slapping reggaeton and just like taking over all the streets. I walked out to get tacos at like midnight and heard it all going on a couple blocks away. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to avoid that so I can get these tacos. And then right as I think that, the whole parade like comes around behind me around the corner. They're like riding dirt bikes up on the sidewalk and shit, and just going. I was just like, hey. I was drunk enough off tequila that it was fun.
Yeah. So I stayed at I didn't stay at an Airbnb. I stayed at like a little resort, and my resort is supposed to be like less expensive than where like the married couple and a couple other people were staying, right? They were staying at a Hyatt.
Yeah.
But my resort had fucking free breakfast, and theirs didn't. So
nice.
like I had like free breakfast in the morning, and it was like good breakfast to where they had like the little like omelet bar to where you tell them however you want your eggs or whatever. They can cook you up an omelet or make you a scramble or whatever.
Nice.
And
do you know what your resort was called?
The Reef 28.
Okay.
In Puebla del Carmen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we flew into Cancun. A fucking hour drive that I didn't know I was gonna have to fucking take, but hour ride to Puebla del Carmen.
Playa del Carmen.
Yeah, and we stayed there, and then we like they busted. Well, they vanned us into Tulum for the wedding, but we had a welcome party at the Grand Hyatt, which was really nice. But Puebla del Carmen, the Reef 28, really nice hotel. Like I said, enjoyed it. Everything was nice. The breakfast was good. They even had a taco bar one day for the breakfast. Fresh fruit. Bro, I don't know if this is like a fucking Mexico thing or that resort thing, but the apple juice did not taste like apple juice. It tastes like some type of blend juice, and then the orange juice tastes like orange juice if you poured it in some water.
Yeah, I noticed the orange juice was kind of weird.
It was like tangy.
Yeah.
It was like either it was like orange juice you poured in water, or it was like immature oranges being put into orange juice.
Yeah, it was like extra bitter, the orange juice that we had. Yeah. And it was good. We didn't drink it straight. I got the orange juice just to mix. I got like soda water, tequila, and like a little splash of orange juice. This is what I was doing.
They gave us free mimosas for breakfast.
Nice.
Breakfast mimosas was part of breakfast. As soon as I got there, they gave me a mimosa.
Nice.
I was like, I can fuck with this. And crazy shit, my roommate was there, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I want to go to the pool." I'm like, "All right, fuck it, I'll go with you." I go up to the fucking pool. They're having a foam party, bro. Bro, it was so... Bro, I need to go to a foam party, bro. Yeah. That was so lit. I really liked the foam party. The foam party was tight. Like, I could see myself at a foam party. Like, we had to figure out how to throw a foam party, bro. That shit was so...
It was like a bubble bath or what?
It was like a machine shooting out foam, and they just had it where the pool wasn't hella big. The pool was like a strip in the back because the pool's on the roof. So you can like oversee everything, and then they had set up. They had a bar. They had a pool table on the fucking roof, just outside. Nice. It was just a pool table.
That sounds tight.
And a ping pong table outside. Had seating. They had fucking a full bar, and then the pool was in the back with like these kind of cabana looking joints. You feel me? And the foam was just rolling, and then every once in a while they had like chicks come out and like dance on the ledge of the pool with the foam behind them, and they're like dancing, but then people are like in the pool and shit. I'm like, I want to go to foam parties, bro. I think foam parties are nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've only been to one, and it was like really shitty.
Oh,
it was in like a warehouse in Richmond when I was in high school.
Oh no.
And the foam party was just like this one little corner. There was like some foam, and no one wanted to walk into it. I'm like, why the fuck is that there?
Yeah. This is dope, bro. If I had like a bathing suit and a chick with me, like I would have definitely been like jumping in foam, bro, just like a kid, bro.
Nice.
Like I would have been so childish, bro. But I didn't have the stuff, and then I was just going up there with the homie, and I was like video chatting on the phone. I was like just chilling, and then I'm like, oh shit, bro. Like it's a foam party. Like we didn't even know. I'm like, they need to promote this shit better also at the hotel. I was like, how are y'all having a foam party and people in the hotel don't know you're having a foam party?
Yeah.
Like that should be like a slip under the door. Like, oh yeah, come up to the foam party, because also you get us up there. You don't want to just sit at the fucking foam party. You want to order drinks.
Yep.
You know, so it's like they should do a better job, like letting you know the amenities that they're offering.
Yeah.
You know, and when I got the room, it was like it had a bunch of add-ons that you can pay for. And I'm like, fuck those add-ons. But I didn't know I got free breakfast. Like, so it's like I feel like they probably said it somewhere, but I feel like they should like drill it home so they can get more business. Like, oh, free breakfast. You know, in any room, free breakfast.
Okay,
you know, so. But
it sounds so. Reef 28 it's called.
Reef 28 in Playa del Carmen.
Playa del Carmen.
Del Carmen. Yeah. Also, restaurant connected to the hotel.
Okay.
Not super expensive.
Really?
I got really good fajitas from them. It was like $22, $21 or something. It was like you know, regular price. You know, because especially connected to a resort, you think that they're gonna upcharge you something crazy, but like I said, it wasn't.
You pay like a normal restaurant price of the resorts, and then if you go to like an actual restaurant kind of off the beaten path, it's like even cheaper.
Yeah. But like I said, it was just convenient that it was there. I didn't have to leave, and I was like, all right, I'll pay a premium for that, and the premium was like paying regular price, and I'll take that. And like I said, really, it was probably under. Like if I went to La Piñata, I'm pretty sure for fajitas I would have paid more, and it may or may not have been better. You know, like I said, I think the spot, they did a good job. And they brought out this like red bean dip with cheese on it.
Nice.
And that was just like free you know.
Yeah.
And then I had the tortillas with it was chicken in steak. The fajita was chicken in steak, had black beans. It came with a little side of guac with it, like stuff that you usually have to pay more for.
Yeah,
it was just a part of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I really like that down there too. Is just all the and here's this. So like, oh, I didn't order this, but
yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, is this what I like? No, I want a fajita. She's like, no, it's just yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Shit was pretty good,
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't pull nothing last night.
Nothing. Where the fuck is Wilbur?
Wilbur was bugging last night, bro. He was throwing the food.
Right.
Fuck, bro.
Oh, for real.
How Wilbur do that shit, bro?
Good morning. Did I hear my name being spoken of, gentlemen?
Wilbur.
Good morning.
Wilbur, what's up, bro?
Where the fuck you been, dog?
It's so good to see you again. Last night I took down the fairest of maidens. I was doing nothing but macking freaks and clapping cheeks. Oh, gosh darn evening. Oh, well, let me show you this fair maiden who allowed me into her bed last night. I took a little video of me sharing a bed with the maiden.
Wilbur!
Oh, yeah.
Wilbur!
Kind of big.
Oh, thick is an understatement, my dear friend.
Wilbur, how you pull that?
Well, I don't riz and tell, but all night she was complimenting me on my fit, from the shirt to the undies to the socks. The maidens love the Ness culture, methinks. Anyways, I'm a bit parched and starving from a long night of passionate, ravenous lovemaking, so I'm going to get some breakfast, but I'll see you gentlemen around, okay?
The Ness?
Wilbs did that?
The Wilbs did that.
With Ness culture.
With Ness culture.
We gotta go to some Ness culture, bro.
So what was the best thing you ate when you were there?
Man, the best thing I ate, bro, at the wedding.
Okay.
My cousin had the wedding catered. And, bro, I don't know what it was. I don't know how it was prepared. But this guy, the chef that they had make this meal, this steak he made, bro, it was so good. I went and walked up to other family members, because people kind of ate and then people were dispersing a little bit. I'm going to get up a little bit sooner. And I'm like, did you get the steak? Did you get steak? And I walked up on my daughter. I was like, did you get? She's like, yes, Dad. She's like, Dad, did you taste the steak? It's like I've been eating so much of it because like me and my daughter, we don't really eat beef often. Like we usually like chicken, fish, things like that. That's what we really eat. Like we don't really eat that much beef. But like I said, it's not like it's just like pork. Like I don't eat pork, but like I said, if it's a bacon on a burger, I'll eat the fucking burger. Like it's not gonna kill me. I drink alcohol. Yeah. I'm not gonna try to shun bacon like it's worse than alcohol. Yeah. So like I said, I don't eat it often, but like I said, I'll eat it if the time is right. And I was in Mexico. It's like I'll eat, like, throw it at me. Like I even had they had some ceviche, and I'm not a ceviche guy, but I'm like, I'm here. This is on the menu for the wedding. I'll at least give it a chip full. And it was like a fish ceviche, and it was so fucking good. Yeah. Because I'm used to like the shrimp one, and I just the places I've had it or how it's prepared, I'm just not really a fan. But the chef they had catered the wedding, he was on it. Like damn near everything was like wow. But that steak, it was like in rectangles too. It was like a fucking those old counting blocks they used to have us where. You might not have had it. The math blocks where it was like a rod and then a unit. Yeah. It was like it looked like a rod, like the 10 stack, right? Yeah. It was like that, but it was thicker because it was a piece of steak. Nice. But it was so tender. Yeah. And it was seasoned perfectly. Yeah. It wasn't like salty. Some people think things are seasoned when they're salty. No, this thing was seasoned perfectly, and it was so tender. It was to the point where, like, I'm like, I'm gonna just try. I got it was 2 different types of chicken. I had tried the ceviche, and I'm like, okay, I get a piece of steak. I got the steak, and I was like,
yeah, let me get some more of that shit.
Bro, it was so because it was surprisingly tender. Yeah, it was tender. But it was cooked. It wasn't like well done. It was like, medium well. And even that medium well, you think it's going to be a little tougher. But it was still like tender. It was like medium-ish, medium well, depending on, what piece you grabbed. Yeah. And oh my God, it was I miss her.
Yeah. So it looks like you're having a moment there. Well, yeah, I had some good ceviche too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the restaurant on the beach. It's actually the place where my buddy near where he dropped and lost his phone when we were there last year. So, but it was like this amazing restaurant. Like it's a restaurant there, and it goes out into the sand. So the chairs and tables are like in the sand under umbrellas and stuff, and then the beach is right there. That's the one up by the resorts, and they had a really good strawberry margarita. They had good fish ceviche, but their shrimp tacos were so bomb, so buttery.
I was letting you talk, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I was about to say something about some shrimp tacos, but go.
Yeah, no, but and I feel like I don't know. I mean, actually, I think the best thing I had on this trip was carne asada nachos at this little hole in the wall place. But the shrimp tacos, just the butteriness, and they give you all the peppers and sauce to put on it. And
Let's give
lime.
the people a little more information. How
Yeah.
much did the nachos and the tacos cost you?
Okay, the nachos $7, and
$7 was it a nice sized portion? Was it?
it was great, perfect for 2 people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For $7?
Yeah, and so the nacho that was at this place on Isla Quale, which is like this little island in between Zona Romantica and Centro. So Zona Romantica is like the area with all the gay clubs, and it's like Old Town, a bunch of restaurants, and then Centro there's like more clubs and other restaurants, but it's not like the gay area. It's just like the straight clubs, I guess you'd say, and that's where like the Malecón is. It spans both of them, yeah. So it's this little island, Isla Quale, which is known. It has this park in it where there's just a ton of stray cats. We only saw like
What?
we only saw like 5 or 6. Yeah, there's just cats just chilling in this park.
We saw a couple raccoons.
Yeah, but it's a little island park, and there's little statues and sculptures, and a lot of trees, and it's between these 2 rivers on either side, and you take little rickety bridges or the street bridges to get to it. There's a bar called the Circle Bar that was really chill on there, and then so if you go to the Circle Bar and then you walk upwards more inland. You go through this park, and then at the end of the park, there's this plaza, and they were setting up some stuff for Dia de los Muertos, and there was just this little grill there, like a family-owned grill, with like signs like margaritas, tacos, and we sat down, and super cheap. Yeah, I think it was maybe like $4 margaritas, and they're like big, and they put raw sugar in the bottom of them, so you drink it with the straw, and it's just like really sweet and good, or you can sip it with the salt rim. And the nachos they brought it out on like a little fajita skillet, and it was really simple. It was just tortilla chips, steak, and cheese melted on top. And then they bring you all a little container with like all these different sauces, and they tell you like, okay, that's spicy, that's regular, like, whatever. Really? And it was so good. It was like the little chili sauce on it. It was just like, fucking.
Yeah, see, I want to go out there because I feel like where I was at was like a little bit away from stuff. Even though they had like a strip of stuff, and then I ran into some chicks down there. They were like from America, so it was like link up with somebody who knows English. So
yeah,
they went to a hookah bar, and I was like just trying to meet up with them because they were at a hookah bar, and it was like a whole like club strip where they were. Like I didn't even know it was like blocks away from the hotel,
Nice.
But it was like hella lit over there. It was like crazy lit to the point where it was kind of nothing, and I'm like walking in the dark through shit. Like it's kind of like sketch.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's just like, bro, yeah. No, they was playing rap music. They was playing like
nice.
yeah. Because like I said, I feel like this was like the touristy area.
They were playing Too Short and Sweetie in the club that we were in.
Yeah. I heard Sexy Red and a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
I heard Texas music when I was there. Like it was like I said, they was appealing to, I guess, but I didn't see really that many Americans.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like weird to me. It was like maybe this is where they come to listen to the American music, or whatever the case.
Yeah, that's what was funny. This club we were in, Zoo, it was like mostly Mexican people in there, but then Too Short came on and it started going stupid. And they had ladies, like the staff members were walking around like blowing actual whistles to the beat during Blow the Whistle. It was funny.
Yeah, they had chicks like that at Senior Frog. I had stopped at Senior Frog.
We went to Senior Frog too. How'd you like Senior Frog?
I got fucking attacked at Senior Frog.
What happened?
A waitress.
Uh-huh.
I'm like on my phone. She like tapped me hella hard. I'm like, damn bitch, like, no, I don't want fucking blue drink. I don't want a shot of blue, whatever fucking Buddy Love concoction you got fucking trying to serve people, bitch. I don't want that shit. And then, like, after I'm like, no, you know, I'm trying to be polite.
Yeah.
She, like, puts the cold-ass bottle on the back of my arm. Just...
Yeah, they fuck with you at Senior Frogs. When we were there, so last time I went there with my buddy, and they just had a clown there who was just doing like balloon animals for people and giving people balloon hats. And he just gave us like a little giraffe, a little tiger, and it was cute. This time I was there, it was a lot more raunchy because there weren't any kids there, I guess, so they were upping the raunchiness. They had they would put these signs behind you, like, you know, we saw them do it to the other table. They did it to us. Like, they were putting like MILF Hunter or like porn wannabe porn star, like signs with like an arrow pointing down. They like sneak up behind you and they're like the other people, and then they like put an inappropriate sign, and everyone's like, oh. And then the clown was putting, we left before the clown got to us, thank God. Yeah. But the clown was putting balloon hats on people, and made a huge black dick hat on one guy, and then made another hat of just like this tiny little chode with like a little like white thing spurting out of the end of it. So he was like giving people dick hats, and looked like he was giving like a vagina hats, like he was making like balloon vaginas and putting them on people's heads. It's definitely, you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I thought it was hilarious.
Senior Frog.
Yeah, it's Senior Frogs.
Like I said, I was only there for like one drink, but it was like okay, because also they didn't have anything I wanted to fucking drink. Like I was looking at the menu, my people's ordered drinks, and I'm like I don't have to drink, so I'm like, no, I'm good, because I had just got 2 shots of J-Mo at the other spot we were at, and then we like moved from there because it was like older people there. I'm like, I don't want to hang with these old people. I'm like, I'm about to go walk around. And then the other 2 homies was like, yeah, fuck it, like, let's leave. And I had already ordered 2 shots, and it was supposed to be like a bill split thing, but I'm like, I just came from eating, and I only want to drink, and I don't want to wait for the bill also. So I flagged my waitress, which was fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, nice.
I was like, I need to do this, and it was like $8 shots, which I think is expensive out there, but
yeah, it's super expensive out there.
But it wasn't fucking like I came back out here and I got shots at my spot, and it was fucking $15. So I guess $8 is good enough, right? So,
yeah. Oh my god, going to the grocery store down there, getting a bottle of tequila, fucking bag of chips, loaf of bread, some avocados, some eggs, soda water, orange juice, $30. All of that. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I want to go where you went though. Like I said, you know, we were it was a destination wedding, so we were kind of like trying to stay close to what we were doing and shit like that. But I want to go to whatever the
Vallarta. Yeah,
you know,
Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, I want to go there.
I'm parched. Can I get some water?
Oh yeah. I got you, bro. Thanks. So what else do we need to? So I went to So after I went to the hookah spot, right, I'm chilling with them, you know, talking and yada, yada, yada. I hit my cousin. I'm like, where you at? He's like, I'm eating. I was like, man, pull up to where I'm at. I send an Addy and whatnot. And he pulls up to where I'm at, and I just, you know, I leave the girls because, you know, I just came to say hi, really, you know, and I'm like, all right, I'm chilling.
Sorry.
That was horrible.
I hit the mic as I was throwing it.
You go around.
Okay, so you hit the girls.
No, I would never hit a girl.
You're hitting the girls.
So, my cousin, like, I'm talking to them and stuff because some effeminate individual was dancing and knocked over their hookah, and like I'm like talking to them and like discussing it, and then my cousin pops up, you know. And like, because the dude like knocked the hookah over and like a coal like fell towards me, you know, and like I thought it hit my shoe, and I had like some nice suede shoes that I have on, and I was like, bro, if a coal hit my shoe, but it didn't, so you know, shit was kind of cool, but it's still like, what the fuck was that, bro? Like, like because it was like a section here, and then like we were in this section, and you know, it was like a little space, so. Because like they had like a go-go little section in front of us, so like every once in a while the bottle girls were also the go-go girls, so they would go up, dance, and then I think if somebody ordered a bottle, they would like hop down and then go do the bottle thing and kind of like do that, and then they'll get back up and start dancing. So it was like a space in between us and the other section, but the guys in the other section were like in the walkway dancing.
Yeah.
And then they were dancing so much, he fucking knocked over the chicks I was with hookah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it was like, bro, what the fuck? But then my cousin showed up, and I'm like, thank you, bro, because I was getting angry because it's like, bro, like you doing too much, right?
Yeah.
And then he was like, you know, like it's like you fuck up, and then he's like grabbing me, like, you know, oh, what, man? I'm like, bro, like stop touching me, like back up, you know, like.
Yeah.
I'm already like angry because I think you
6
might have,
feet.
yeah, I think you might have fucked up some of my shit, you know,
Yeah.
like. Grabbing on me is not going to make me feel any better.
Yeah.
Like, especially like just, I'm from Oakland, bro. Like you don't have to touch me. You can say sorry. I'll take your apology. You know, it's cool. But don't start grabbing me and touching me. I don't.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'm cool with all that, bro.
Yeah.
But then me and my cousin like walked off just to go, you know, explore more because it's like I walked down this far and found all these fucking like clubs and shit. I'm like we gonna go walk a little deeper. So we're walking a little deeper, and then. He's like, man, I'm trying to go to a strip club. I'm like, all right, fuck it. And he looked up one strip club, and he's like, that shit says it's 15 minutes away, and we're on foot. So that's a 15-minute drive. So that one's dead. You know. So then we're looking for. He's like, this other one. He's like, you want to go? I'm like, bro, I'm with you. You know that's how person I am. I'm like, I'm with you, man. So I know you solid. I'm like, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah.
So we rocking. So. We start walking away from all of the clubs and all of the touristy stuff, all of the policia.
Yeah.
We're walking away from all of that shit.
Yeah.
Walking up a dark ass street.
Yeah.
Just walking. It's like a fucking like 25, 30-minute walk. We're just walking, right? So then my cousin's like, I think we're close. I'm like, bro, this is not a good sign. I don't hear any music, and I don't care what type of strip club it is. Every strip club has music playing.
Yeah.
So like we're walking and we walk through this little alleyway, and then he's like, oh, I think that's it. We walked all the way to a freeway. Walked under the freeway to get to a fucking strip club, a Mexican strip club. And the shit was called Baby's Hots.
Baby's Hut.
Baby's Hots.
Baby's Huts.
Not in Spanish.
Yeah.
In English. Away from all the tourist shit. By a freeway, Baby's Hots.
And were the babies hot?
So they tried to overcharge us to get in, and we paid a little less. They probably still overcharged us, but because it was like you said it closed at 3 and it's 2. Like we're not gonna pay you full price for an hour. It's like, oh no, the doors just closed at 3, but you know we go into 4. You know, whatever. Like so he talked them down a little bit, but then we went in. And when we got in, they tried to sit us like on the stage. You was like, nah. So we came a little back, and then they were like, hey, like you said, aggressive. You want a shot? You want a shot? I was like, hold on, bro. Like, let me figure out. Let me look around first.
Yeah.
You know, shit, goddamn. You know,
Yeah.
Like, you want a shot? What you want to drink? What you want to drink?
You're looking at the girls. You got to pay for the shot.
Yeah. So then, this super ugly chick. Well, she wasn't ugly. I apologize. This super old chick came and sat down next to us, and I shook her hand because I respect my elders, and then I looked away, and then she started like talking to my cousin, and then the hottest stripper in the club just happened to like walk over to me and like sit on my lap and stuff, and we, like started talking, and then the old lady got the picture, and then another like chick from like Colombia or something came over and started talking to my cousin and whatnot, so. She's sitting on my lap, and I'm like socializing with her and whatnot. And then my cousin like nudges me. He's like, bro. He's like, blood. I think we need to buy a shot. I'm like, why? We'll get a shot. He said, nah, man. The way they standing behind us and looking at us, bro. I think we need to get our shot.
Yeah, there's an expectation when you walk into those places, right? Yeah. Especially Mexico.
And then like I said, I got fresh titties in my face, so I didn't even notice. And then I turned, and it's 2 of them just kind of like hawking. So
bros?
I'm like, hey man, like reposado. I'm like 2 repos. You know, let's get it going.
Yeah,
2 repos. Like So my cousin paid for me to get in. I'm like, I pay for his shots. 2 repos. Let's get it going. Like Don Julio. Repo. Boom. So he comes back and he's like, you buy her a drink? Because the repo shots was 200 pesos. Which is like $10, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bring her a shot, bro. Boom, boom. So he brings her a drink, and it's not a shot, it's a drink. I'm like, whatever. I'm paying 200 pesos, so 200 pesos, right? So I order another round for me and my cousin, and then, like I said, I was enjoying the chick's company, so I'm like, yeah, I got her one more drink, And And then she was then like I said, we got to talking and stuff, and she was trying to do the things that she does, and I'm like, nah,
Were
right
you
now.
talking on Google Translate and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get to that part. so she she asked me for a third drink, and I'm like, nah, like I'm cool. Like I've already bought you enough drinks, like, and you're just sitting on my lap. Like whatever. And as soon as I say that, she like hops up and like walks off. I'm like, oh, cool, good. Like, peace, nice tits, nice ass.
Yeah.
and like I said, she was from Tabasco, lives in Cancun, stripping in Puebla del Carmen.
Wow.
Yeah, it's random shit, you know.
Yeah.
So then like just to just to fuck around a little bit, because I like to fuck around a little bit, you know. I started asking her like how much, and she said 3,000 pesos for an hour. And if you don't know, that's like fucking like $300. No, she said 6,000.
6,000. Yeah, 6,300.
That's what she said. She didn't say 3,000.
Yeah, 3,000 is like 150.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She said 6,000 pesos for an hour.
Yeah.
$300? Like, I'm in Mexico. Like, what are you talking about? If I were to pay for some, it wouldn't be at that rate.
Yeah.
Like, I can get it for free in America. You want to pay $300 in Mexico? Are you on drugs?
Yeah.
and then like, so just to like fuck with her and just ask more questions that I have no idea of like pushing forward on.
Yeah.
I like asked her like, how about 1,500 for 15 minutes? You know, because it was like 60, because it was like 6,000. So I was like, oh, that's 60 minutes. So let's see if she'll do it in a smaller portion at the same rate.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. And then, you know, like I said, I was just asking just to get an answer. And then she like Google translates to me like, you want me to suck it? And then my cousin was like, he was just curious. He's like, ask her if it's a condom or not. I was like, I typed in my Google Translate like no condom, and she was like, see, hella fast. Like as soon as she saw no, but see. And I was like, "Ooh, shit, aggressive!" Like,
Yeah.
woo, no hesitation.
Hey, you can come back from Mexico with all kinds of souvenirs. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So we had that conversation for a minute, and then she walked up. She knew I wasn't. I like blew her off by saying like, "Oh, come back to my room," and she was like, "No, I can't." I was like, "Okay, good, yeah." Oh well, I want you to come to my room. If you can't come to my room, I don't want any.
Yeah.
I don't want anything. So
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, shucks, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. So she walks off, and then they bring me my bill. The drinks they had me pay for her were 350 pesos, not 200.
Ah, they got you.
They got me, bro. Exactly, they got me.
Yeah.
I said, bro, I told you to bring her. Oh no, actually, if you want to buy her a drink, you said you want to buy her a drink.
Did you pay it?
Yeah, I'm in Mexico. What I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Argue with him until he calls the police and the police tell me to pay it? Like, what I'm gonna do? Run?
Yeah.
So you know, I talked at him for a second, and then you know, it's like bring it. You know, but like I said, now I know. It's like bring the girl drink. Nope. Because what we learned from that and watching other people in the thing is what you really do is you buy yourself a round of drinks.
Yeah.
Like oh yeah, bring me 4 or 6 shots. Just set them down. And if the girls come over, you can offer them one of your shots.
Give her what you already know you're getting.
Yeah. But if you call in a drink, because also what was alarming to me initially, like when I first bought her the first drink, is when I got her the first drink, the dude came and gave her a receipt.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And like I said, they probably
commission or something.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way the drink looked, they probably gave her like a Coke or something, and you know she drinks it, and they charge me for alcohol plus some, you know, and then she gets a cut of it. They probably take the 200 and they give her 150, or they take 250 and they give her 100 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that receipt is her coming back later to get her 100 pesos for getting me to buy a drink.
Yeah.
And them giving her some bullshit and charging me for premium shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, but like I said, they got me, but I like the game.
Yeah, it's an interesting system.
Yeah, I like the game. That's a nice little game. You know, it's like you want to buy her a drink, and then they tag you on. You know, like I paid basically double for her drinks.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. And then like the funny thing about it is like me and my cousin, once we got finished talking about it, it was like I could have came in, bought me, you a drink, and then just went back in the back with her for 15 minutes, and it would have been the same fucking price. Then if I came in here and did all the shit that we did, like we could have just came in and been like, hey, I'm gonna give him a shot, take my shot, let's go in the back.
Yeah.
We could have been there for 30 minutes and had the time of our lives for the same price that we did fucking around.
Yeah.
Buying drinks and getting the stripper a drink and all this other shit.
Yeah, well, they got to keep you in there. Got to keep your time up, keep you drinking more, buying more drinks for the girls and all that.
Yeah. So that shit was kind of fucking funny. Like, and then, like I said, it got to 4 and they was just in there. Like, it was just chill. But me and my cousin, we walked out the club and a fucking person tried to run us down with their car.
What?
Fucking crazy, bro. Like, we walk out, it's like the club's right here and there's like a little side street, right? And then, like I said, the freeway's right in front of us. It's like a freeway, but it's like you can walk under it and it's a gas station over there and whatnot. So we walk out. We see somebody pull off like on a little, moped scooter joint, right? Yeah. My cousin was like, oh, he had nice shoes. And I looked at his shoes. I'm like, oh, yeah, shoes is nice. But I did notice it was the dude over here in his car. But, it's 4 in the fucking morning. Like, he probably left the strip club. He probably drunk. He's sitting in his car. Like, who gives a shit, right? Yeah. So, like, we're walking towards, like, the corner because we're about to walk back towards the hotels and shit, which is past the freeway, way down the street and shit, right? So, we're standing there. And then this guy fucking comes from his park. Like I said, we're right here on the corner. This guy comes from his park and just drives on the sidewalk.
What?
Almost hits my fucking cousin, right? Drives past, like, what the fuck? And then fucking reverses. No shit, reverses on us, bro. And then, like, we, like, kind of, like, trying to stand our ground. Like, we run back a little bit, but we, like, stand our ground. And then, like, drive off. So then we, like, start walking towards the hotel, right? And then motherfuckers are, like, pulling up on us, right? So my Oakland anxiety kicked in, and the infrastructure is not great out there. So it was like a broken sidewalk. Yeah. And I just picked up a piece of the broken sidewalk and I walked with that in my hand the entire time. Yeah. Had a nice sized boulder, man. Yeah. I was like, if you come up on us, you better have a fucking AK or you're gonna get fucking stoned. Yeah. I was like, I'm going back and I don't have anything else.
Mayan times.
Yeah. I was like, we're gonna start stoning people around this. Let y'all know, like, we're tourists, but we not the tourists you want to run up on. Yeah. And I think a dude on a bike saw it, like, because he came up and then he had his like blinker on to turn right. And I think as we got a little bit closer, he saw we had rocks. Because after I grabbed mine, my cousin grabbed a smaller one, but he grabbed one too. I think the dude saw we had rocks in our hands. Yeah. And then he just like turned around. Like he was, because the crazy thing about it is the dude was like parked in front of us on his like motorcycle, right? Yeah. And then as we're walking down, he comes up to the corner where we're at with his blinker turning right because we're walking straight. Yeah. And then I think as we got closer, he saw the rocks and he just turns around and then pulls off down the street going the other way. And it was like, you were just on that corner pointed this way. You could have just turned around and went that way. So I felt like he might have been on some nefarious stuff, but then he was like, it's not worth the hassle. Yeah. Once he saw the right, he was like, this is going to be a battle. Like, fuck that. And he like pulled off. Yeah. So, because like I said, we were far away from all of this shit that tourists were supposed to be in because we walked hella far off. So we were like walking through a residential area, ran into some Argentinians, walking back like on some random shit. Just like I said, like I was on 10 and the dude who was with these two chicks, he curved in front of us. And I thought he was like going into the store, and then we walked by him, and he like walked back behind us. And I, like I said, I was on 10, so I was like, man, whoa. And it just happened that I was like, you good, bruh? It just happened that this cute ass Argentinian chick he was with knew some English and was like, hey, da 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 da, and it disarmed me at that point. I was like, oh, hey, cute girl, you know a little English, like what's up, And dude was just drunk, like so. It was like I said, I thought he was trying to play, and I was gonna teach him a lesson. But like I said, and then we walked with them for a little bit until they had to, walk off their direction, and then we got all the way back. Like I said, ran into that motorcycle dude, and we got all the way back, and shit's just a story now. But shit was a crazy night. Night, my cousin.
You're on edge. You're out there in a foreign country at night. People are being weird. You don't know what's gonna happen. We were when I went. So the taco place I went to the first night when all the motorcycle shit happened, I mean, that was epic. And then I go to this taco stand, and I get like 6 tacos. I'm like, how much is it? Like 120 pesos. It's $1 a taco. And they were good. It was like good meat, beans on it.
Not much like that good meat.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. And yeah, so I go back a couple nights later. Mm-hmm. We're out there, and it might have been Halloween, and there's just hella people out. And this taco stand, it's kind of away from all the clubs. Mm-hmm. A little more inland. It's near this grocery store, and it's mostly like Mexican folks there, like a couple gay dudes from like because the gay clubs are like a few blocks away. But I get there, and as we're crossing the street, the girl's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "What?" I look over, some dude's going like Grand Theft Auto mode into a taxi cab, just punching out the fucking taxi cab driver. And then this like chick runs up and she's yelling, and it looks like she's yelling at the taxi cab driver too. I don't know what happened. They're like, oh, and we're just like, oh fuck, let's like get out of the way of this. And like, but then like it's like right next to where the taco stand is, so we're just like, all right, let's just go like put in our order and like watch what happens here. And the taxi cab just like peels off. I don't know what happened to the other people. And yeah, I asked the chick at the taco stand, I was like, oh, people were fighting. Like, I was pretty crazy. What was up with that? She's like, yeah, they're crazy. She's like, son locos.
Yeah, she's just like, they're crazy. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like carnitas.
Yeah.
Carne asada.
I was like, yeah, carnitas, carne asada. Yeah, no fighting, please. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely, there's a fun kind of chaoticness to the atmosphere down there, a fun spiciness. So did you have any issues eating any spicy food down there? Did you get upset eating anything?
The sauces was a little weird. Like I said, I don't know if it's just where I was or whatever, but like I didn't like what I'm used to with salsa verde or even rojo. Like I feel like I couldn't get that, you know, where I was. Like even at the wedding, I was like, oh, do you guys have? Oh no, they was asking for salad dressing because they made it like a salad, but it was no dressing. And then it was funny because people were trying to ask, like, you know, some people knew a little bit of Spanish or whatever, and they were trying to ask for dressing. So there was like salsa salida. I was like, nah, that's not salsa. There's like, nah, they don't have a dressing word. It was like sauce is sauce. You just have to say like salad sauce. Yeah. And that's what salsa is, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Salsa.
Yeah. So he's like, nah. He just had like pico or some shit. So it was like the salad was just regular, but like I said, I didn't get a really good salsa verde. I thought I was gonna find like a good salsa verde out there or something like that, and I didn't run into it. But like I said, I didn't run into any like fire ass tacos because that's really what I wanted to find. Like I'm in Mexico, I want to find a spot with fire ass tacos, and I want to just order 10 of them bitches, you know. Yeah. And I didn't run into that, you know. So I feel like I want to go where you went because I feel like
there's a lot of good tacos in Vallarta.
Yeah. So
we went to this place. The only really spicy issue I had was a really good taco place. Pancho's Tacos is one of the best. It's like a lot of the days there will be like a line down the street waiting to get seated. And they just have the al pastor thing. They're hacking the meat off of there. Really good al pastor tacos. But they have these sauces that come with it, and I was just trying like every sauce. Yeah. And that like the whole night and next day I was just like running to the bathroom so much, like there's no bidet here, like you know, it was rough, but
just walk into the ocean.
Yeah, that's the solution. Yeah.
Go to the waterfall. That's nature's bidet.
Yep. Yeah. Let me spread my ass cheeks in front of all these like Midwest tourists on this hike. No, I didn't. I didn't. This trip I didn't have. It was actually before I went on the trip. I had a crazy spicy experience. My neighbor Sebastian, who's been on the podcast before, he grows food in his garden, and he grew a bunch of peppers. And he said, "Oh, these are shishito peppers. They're not spicy." And his buddy takes a little nibble off the tip of one, and is like, "Well, this is kind of spicy." He breaks it in half and he hands it to me. He's like, "Here, try a little bit of that. So this is kind of spicy, right?" My dumbass, like, I see the seeds in it. I just like put the whole thing in my mouth and just instantly, like, so I was like, oh, like I couldn't even like chew it. I had to like spit it out. I was drinking milk. I was running. It was like good, like 30, 45 minutes. I was like running my freaking mouth under the sink, like putting ice cubes in my mouth. Like it was.
Oh, you was at Sebastian's house?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. It was so freaking spicy. Did his dog help you? No.
His dog's super big. I feel like he
Yeah.
held your hair or something.
Yeah, he could have. No, it was, and his wife was there with her friends talking, and she's like, what are you doing over there? I'm like, she's like, you're still feeling that? I'm like, yeah, it was, and it was just a little teeny bit. I think he says, he's like, oh, that might have been a ghost pepper, actually. I'm like, oh, it's a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah, slight difference.
Yeah.
Sebastian's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so that was my like most recent like, crazy spice experience.
Buy him some fucking sticks to put in his fucking garden so you can know what the fuck he's growing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
my
goodness. What else? Oh, so my cousin had a welcome party, right? At the hotel. They had these infinity pools and shit, but we were like off to the right and it's right on the beach and shit. But they had these fire ass like lime shrimp tacos, right? Because like it had like a taco bar, you like build your own little shit and get your tortillas and shit. But they had chicken, steak, and I made like a steak one, but they had the shrimp with like I guess they had like kind of like the fajita stuff, but it was like cilantro lime-ish. And bruh, I put a little sauce on that joint, and that shit was hella good.
Nice.
That shit was hella good. Like the wedding, whoever she had catering the wedding, like did a good job. She's telling me that for the actual wedding, because that was the welcome party, she's like, it was like a local chef or something. And when they went out there to try the dishes to make the menu, she was like in his house, and like his kids were playing in the background while he's like,
nice.
Giving them samples of what he's gonna cook for the wedding.
Yeah.
And like she told me like the day before, she's like, yeah, this is good. She's like, but the stuff we got tomorrow is even better. I was like, really? People say that, when it's their stuff, you like, like you whatever. Yeah. But no, that fucking steak at that wedding, and like I said, the food overall at the wedding was really good. It was
nice.
The welcome party was good, but the wedding was like impressively good. Like, oh shit, like this is quality eats. Like
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, would you want to go back to Playa del Carmen?
No. Because like I said, I when I think of Mexico, I think of Mexican food because I live in California. I've been in East Oakland. I've lived in East Oakland before. Like, and if the tacos is not tacoing, it don't feel right to me. So I would want to go to some Mexico places in Mexico. Like somebody from Mexico told me to go to Mexico City.
That's what I was just gonna bring up. That's the next place I want to go.
So yeah. I might be on for that because I want to be able, because I love tacos, but I want to be able to go and be like blown away. I don't want to be like, oh, I can get better in East Oakland.
Yeah.
Like I'm in Mexico. I want to find something that's at least as good, and I don't feel like I found tacos that were as good just in that space.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have found it in Cancun because Cancun's more touristy and they're appealing to.
So in Vallarta, the taco stands that I went to that were $1 tacos, the same quality as taco trucks out here. The restaurants where it's like maybe like $2, $3, maybe $4 a taco. Really, like even
$5. Oh, you said the restaurants are $5. Oh,
yeah.
See,
but the street tacos are great. They're cheap, but they're like of the quality that you would get here, and $1.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I want. I want to buy, like a plate of them. I want to buy 10 tacos and then give them $15 for it, and then give me some salsas and hit it like that. And I didn't find that just in that space in Playa del Carmen, So I'd rather go like check out.
Definitely go to Vallarta. I mean, it's
like
a beautiful beach,
or even like TJ or Mexico City. I want to go somewhere where I can get a good Mexican food experience, because when I travel, that's what I want to try. I want to try the local food, And like I said, I didn't really. I went to a spot that was like they told us to go to, and it was just like, oh,
all right,
Somebody else ate some, of your complexion, and they told me it was really good, and then I went and I was like not impressed. But also, like, he's from Massachusetts, so he doesn't really know Mexican food, that probably was the best taco he's ever had. But I live in California, so I've had some fire. I had some fire Mexican food, so that was just like, oh, it was like, okay. Yeah. And my daughter got a nacho, and the nacho had like this. It didn't have like regular nacho, like, well, I can say regular because maybe it's just American nacho cheese. It wasn't like an American nacho cheese. It was kind of like grainier for some reason. Like it had potato in it or something. It was weird, but
ours. I don't know if it was like mozzarella or what on our nachos. Yeah, it wasn't like what you would think of nachos with the tomatoes and the the beans and all the shit on top. It was literally just chips, meat, and cheese. and then sauces on the side with your different spice options. But it was like the meat, it was so good.
Yeah, see, and my daughter, she had hers, and like I said, it was like a sauce. It was like a cheese sauce, but it was like the texture of a cheese sauce I've never had before. But like I said, it wasn't nasty. It was just different. It was a little different, you know. And she was scooping the salsa, putting it on, getting her pico, put it on, and she ate her whole plate. She enjoyed it. So,
Nice.
like I said, yeah, it was good. Like I said, so we talked about the weather. The weather was brutal out there, you guys. Like
Crazy hot.
Yeah, like
but it was so crazy coming back where it's like becoming wintertime. Like, was that weird for you? Because you were even later than I was. There was still like a little bit of warmth when I came back, and then it's just been cold ever since. But going from that hot.
Because I'm glad I'm out of the fucking humidity, bro.
Yeah.
Like the humidity was crazy. Like I said, it's like you just sweaty. You felt
You're just
weird.
tired.
Yeah. Like I couldn't live in that.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I love it for just. I mean, all I'm doing is getting drunk and walking around eating food. Okay, it's fucking hot. I'm sweaty. I was taking so many cold showers. And then like, all right, let me get some more tequila. We get some more tacos. Let me go see what the hell's going on outside. It's always some interesting shit. And yeah.
Yeah. See, I gotta go out there on that time. I was out there for the damn wedding, so I was like, you know, and my daughter was out there. My daughter sung at the wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So my daughter came up from college.
Nice. How's she doing?
Oh, she's doing great. She's enjoying it. She said she's a little homesick, but I was explaining to her that where she's at is better than being at home. You don't want to be at home, be 18, going to college, and then still being treated like a high schooler. And that's what you'll be like if you're at home next to your parents. You know,
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, it kind of sucks because you're away from home and things are different, but you know, it's a better option. You know,
Gotta go find the spiciness of life out there. Yeah.
You know what she told me, and I kind of agree with her after I heard her explanation. She said California has better food than Atlanta, and I was like, oh, you just haven't been anywhere because you're in fucking college and shit like that, right? But then her explanation made me be like, maybe she's right.
What was the explanation?
The explanation was, it's just chicken wings and soul food.
Yeah.
She's like, that's everything. But in California, I can go to a taco truck. I can go get some good Indian food. I can go get Vietnamese food, Taiwanese food, Japanese food. I can go get Filipino food. I can go get a lot of different things, and it's gonna be. I can get Greek food.
Yeah.
You know, I had a Palestinian spot that I used to go to get chicken shawarma, and that chicken shawarma, bro, I'm telling you, I'll push an old lady down the stairs to get that shit. You know, and I'm just saying, like, I never thought about that because, like, you know, I just went out there and like got like Alfredos and chicken wings and fried broccoli and fried lobster tails and shit like that. It's like, oh yeah, food's out there good. But she's right. Like, I was out there partying, but like she's like living out there months, you know? Yeah. And after a while, it's like, yeah, like I kind of want some pho.
Yeah.
And you can't get no fucking pho. You know, it's like, oh, I want some sushi. I want to eat sushi in Atlanta, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man, I just want, you know, 4 tacos. You know, cilantro and onions. In Atlanta?
Yeah.
I wouldn't get tacos. You know, it's like, oh, I just want some fried rice and dry fried ribs. In Atlanta? So after I started running it down, it's like, you kind of right. Like, if it's not like fried and greasy or just gravied, it's probably not. Especially like growing up in California with all these different types of foods you can.
Yeah, we're really lucky with the amount that we have.
So
here.
I was like, yeah, the food probably tastes better out there, but the food probably is better out here because you like just overall, if you're looking at a bigger picture, it's like, yeah, their food is seasoned, but our food is plentiful.
Yeah,
you know. Plus, also something that people probably don't notice or pay attention to, but like a lot of stuff is grown in California, so we get a lot of fresh produce out there. A lot of the shit that they get, especially like even avocados, are like shipped in. So like all of their avocados, like I went to the grocery store because I've been out there multiple times for like weeks at a time and shit. Their avocados are fucking like tiny compared to what like I know I can grab. You know, you sometimes you can see the small ones, but they're the only ones they had were like small avocados, and I was just like, you know, certain little shit like that, like little things like that are shipped in. It's gonna just be a lower quality than we're used to in California, where mostly everything grows. Yeah, you know, and then it's like it gets here faster, so we get it fresher. Yeah, you know, because a lot of times with some of that stuff, they'll pick it before it's ripe and then ship it and let it kind of ripe on the ship because because they know it's going to take 3 days to get to Georgia or whatever the case may be, you know.
Yeah.
So you're really getting like an unripened version of whatever fruit or vegetable it is for the sake of how the transportation is working.
Yeah.
But in California, it's like you can pick it and have it at a fucking grocery store in like a day or two.
Yep.
It was like, you know, after hearing her, because like I value my daughter's opinions on things, so then I really like stepped back and thought about it, and I was like, she's probably right, you know. She's probably right, you know. She still is a freshman in college, and you know she can't move freely or go to many restaurants, but she's probably kind of a little right, you know.
Yeah.
Because if she was going to Cal, she would have a decent amount of options of a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think it's about that time. Any final spicy thoughts for the people out there?
Well, you know, me and Spinny just kind of shot the shit because it was a crazy coincidence. My cousin was having a wedding and set the wedding date, and then Spinny was going to fucking Mexico like the week before. So me and Spinny literally just, he went to Mexico, I came back. Oh, bro.
What happened?
I did something while you were in Mexico.
What'd you do?
You want me to show you?
What'd you do?
You want me to show you?
What the fuck are you doing?
What? I was just adjusting my shirt.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
What?
What's going on?
Bro,
What'd you
I told
do?
you, bro, I don't like you like that.
No diddy.
No, did he?
Yeah.
I bought a car.
Oh, nice.
I bought a new car when you were in Mexico. Remember, I was like, I got something to show you when you get
Yeah,
back?
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen you. After the episode, you got to come see my car, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna come outside. Let me look at your car.
Yeah. Bought a car while you were in Mexico. But yeah, me and Spinny did the whole Mexico thing. He went to Mexico, did the Day of the Dead, beautiful thing. He came back. I immediately went out to Mexico, did Tulum, did Puebla del Carmen, Cancun, you know, chilled out there. And we came back and it was like, bro, we got to talk about this. The things that we just did, you know, like we got to debrief.
The spice of life.
Yeah. Well, I haven't talked to him about it, you know. So we shot the shit about all the spicy things that we got into during this Mexico trip, and maybe we inspired you to go do some spicy things yourself in Mexico, you know. And if you choose to go to Mexico, Puebla del Carmen, fucking Puerto La Verta, Tulum,
Puerto Vallarta.
Vivata, or Mexico City, or Tijuana, you know. Choose happiness when you do it, you know. Go out there and explore life for all the spiciness that it has to offer you. And in doing that, that's choosing happiness, because exploring the world and seeing everything that it has to offer you, the tacos, the nachos, the experiences, the dirt bikes and the waterfalls and the cenotes, and what would you say that body of water you went to was? You said it was some
Yalapa?
Yalapa.
Yeah.
Go to a Yalapa and a cenote and go to waterfalls in different countries and experience that spiciness that Mexico has to offer, that North American spiciness, you know? And in doing that, you're choosing happiness, you know? Learn a little Spanish so you can go talk that shit with the locals, you know?
And you know when they're telling you to go fuck your mother.
You got to know when they're telling you to go fuck your mother, okay? So learn a little Spanish before you go out there, and always choose happiness.
Hell yeah. Stay happy, stay spicy.
Yeah.
We'll see ya.
Caliente.
Picante.
Picante, whatever.
Sí. Picante. Okay. Hasta luego, amigos. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, I couldn't
All right.
say it, but bro, I paid her that 6,000 pesos.
Oh, you fucked?
Oh man, pussy was premium.
No condom?
Bro. Oh man, for what? Hey, I'm not coming back for that, baby. That's her problem.
Something's coming back with you.
Oh, is that why my dick itch?